following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
And good evening from Hiland. The Lady Hawks with a record of 7-6-1. They won 2 in a row, playing host to West Holmes with a record of 6-7-2, trying to stamp a 2-game losing streak. Stay tuned. We'll be talking with both head coaches coming up on the pregame show on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Technology shouldn't slow you down. It should move you forward. Hi, this is Ryan Taggart with LodgeVision Technologies, and we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. We know small business challenges because we've lived them, and we are here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At LodgeVision, it's people first for our clients and our team. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and real care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. LodgeVision Technologies. Local IT, real solutions, people first.
Firestone Farm tires are the most preferred tires in America. Not only are they proven to be among the most productive farm tires you can buy, they're backed and serviced by the best trained and equipped farm tire dealer, the certified Firestone Farm Tire Dealer. So whether you need top quality Firestone Farm tires or fast, dependable tire service, count on us to keep you rolling.
Get your Firestone tires at Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, Millersburg.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
The secret's out. Thread and Ink in Holmesville is open to take care of your custom apparel, embroidery, and screen printing needs. They offer a storefront with apparel for West Holmes, Hiland, and surrounding schools. Whether it's school spirit wear, professional business attire, accessories, or unique custom designs, they deliver excellence in every product. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 till 5. Thread and Ink is located at 8210 County Road 245 in Holmesville. Or call Justine at 330-279-9222. That's Thread and Ink, custom embroidery and screen printing in Holmesville.
This is Jim Smucker, president of Keim in Charm, Ohio. You'll find Keim Home Center located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County. Do you have a home building or woodworking project in mind? If so, Keim has an unmatched selection of items available for you. At Keim, our team of experts is committed to caring for your project like we care for our own. We offer convenient pickup and delivery options. Visit Keim Home Center or go to keimhome.com to learn more. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Looking to bring more light into your home or close in that back porch? MRV Siding Supply has you covered. Now offering can-clad architectural cladding. Enjoy the beauty of wood without the upkeep. It's maintenance-free with a modern wood look that lasts. Plus, their bifold doors create stunning openings for your three-season room. MRV Siding Supply, your go-to in Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com. And bring your space to life with can-clad.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
The Holmes County Chamber and Tourism Bureau invite you to find out all about the local attractions, restaurants, and lodging. Visit their website at visitamishcountry.com and sign up for their e-newsletter so you won't miss out on any of the upcoming events and new things to see and do in Holmes County. The Holmes County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau wish the players, coaches, and families the best of luck.
Before the Kick is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
And I'm joined by Hiland Lady Hawks head soccer coach Connor Lee, coming off a 2-1 victory in their last game over Norway and go to 7-6-1. Now winners of 2 games in a row since they lost to Cardinal Mooney. Connor, going through that last game, Gabby Mullet, Allie Mullet, able to get goals in the game to give you that win.
Yeah, I mean, to have freshmen come through big for us like that and help us get the win and against a good Norway team was huge, really for the girls' confidence and just to get some momentum here going into the postseason.
You mentioned momentum, obviously lost to a very good Cardinal Mooney team, but to respond the way this team has in the last 2 games, talking about just the way they're playing here these last couple of games here in this 2-game winning streak.
It's always a goal, at this point in the season to kind of be peaking where we want to be, heading into the tournaments. And I feel like that's what's happening now with us. We've had some growing pains this year with a young group and losing a lot of starters from last year, but I feel like the girls have responded well to that adversity and are kind of at the point where we want to be, the last week of the regular season.
You mentioned some growing pains, but also some leaning on some players that do have some experience, like senior Chanel Kellogg, who has 10 goals and 6 assists on the season. Of course, junior Italy Mullet with 7 goals, 6 assists, and even Mika Mullet, a freshman, has stepped in, 6 goals for her on the year. Talk about some of those players you have leaned on so far this year, either upperclassmen or lowerclassmen for this team as well.
Getting experience is important, but if you've got the talent to bridge that gap while you're getting experience, that's really big. And I think that's been the case with these freshmen. They've responded well and have stepped up throughout the season, have just been getting better and better. And then, to have some upperclassmen like Italy and Chanel and Chloe on defense to provide that leadership, that experience for the younger girls, I've seen that be really beneficial for us at different points in the season as well.
Tournament drawing took place this past Sunday. Of course, you got the 2 seed. Your thoughts on the upcoming sectional for your team?
Yeah, it's funny. It feels like it's inevitable that we'll have a matchup with Rosecrans at some point in tournaments, and it feels likely as the 1 and 2 seed that could happen again this year. But, we feel good about the draw. We're doing our best to see some of the teams we could possibly play in the next week or so in tournaments, and are feeling confident that we're in the right place to make another deep run this year.
All right, it is the Battle of Holmes County on their home field. Of course, taking on this West Holmes team, and no secret, Charlie Murphy can lead the way, 40 goals for her on the year. Of course, you got a chance to see her last year. What stands out to you about the talent of Charlie Murphy? What do you have to do to kind of slow her down?
Yeah, she's a really dynamic player. She's one of the most talented players we see all season. And, I've said this before, but I have a lot of respect for Bruce and what he's done with the program, taking over after Schuyler. And we expect a good game out of them, a game that the girls look forward to, being the rivalry, the Battle of Holmes County, like you said. And we're looking forward to it. Again, it's another good tester leading into tournaments here.
Mentioned good test. Aside from that, what are the maybe keys or things you're looking for from your group tonight?
Yeah, when you have a player like that on the field, you have to be aware of where they are all the time. So, I hope our defense kind of responded to some of the work we've put in leading up to this game and understanding, try to eliminate her as much as we can from the game. I know she'll find ways to make things happen no matter how good we play against them. But, it's all about minimizing the damage that she can do offensively and score more goals than we do in the end.
Connor, a lot of rain today. I know obviously you have the turf surface here, so that mitigates a lot of that, but still you expect maybe a little stickless because of that. Does that change anything at all? Do you have to go about things as far as the game is concerned or no?
Yeah, I mean, even with the turf, the surface will still play faster and a little slicker in the rain. So, it changes things, but we've played some rain games this season already. I mean, when we played up at Worcester on their turf, it poured on us the whole game. So, it changes things a little bit, but not like it would, if we were playing on grass, fortunately.
All right, Connor, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Matt.
That's the Hoysala Highland Lady Hawks head soccer coach, Connor Lee.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Alongside West Lowell's Lady Knights head soccer coach, that is Bruce Murphy, getting set for this Battle of Holmes County matchup at Hiland. Of course, so your daughter here recently, a couple games ago, going over 100 goals for her career as only a junior. Bruce, what's that mean to you just as a coach, as a father, and see what she's been able to achieve just this part of her career?
I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not easy to score goals, let alone 100. So she's getting better. She's continuing to develop, but I mean, she works hard. So she earned it.
I don't say, Bruce, you obviously see it firsthand. We kind of just enjoy watching her play because she's such an amazing talent. But I know it's not just talent, right? It's a lot of hard work that she puts in to achieve this.
Yeah, I mean, the girl's got a motor, and she's got a tough mindset. I mean, she hates losing. You know, she's just kind of got that competitor type mindset. So it's not just talent. She had to work hard because talent only takes you so far at the end of the day. I mean, you got to put in the work or else talent doesn't matter.
And another terrific season, 40 goals for her on the year. For your team, obviously you lost the last couple games, a 2-1 loss to Dover, really close game. Take us back to that last game here, that 1-goal loss.
It was a tough one. I mean, we had some issues, there was some instances in the game, but I mean, we try to control what we can control, and they just happen to come out on top.
One of those things where a game where you can learn from as you get close to the tournament time, correct?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Games are going to be close, I think, from here on out. So you just got to learn to make plays and be disciplined and just keep fighting.
I mentioned tournament time. Of course, the tournament drawing was on Sunday. You'll take on East Liverpool at your place to start things down here. Your thoughts, just kind of how things going to work out as far as the drawing is concerned?
I mean, I think the draw was pretty predictable as far as where teams are seated at. I don't know a lot about East Liverpool. I haven't gotten there yet. We got Hiland first, as you know.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, so I'll figure out what their situation is. But we got Hiland this week, and then Shelby to close out the season, and then I'll worry about East Liverpool.
Well, that certainly makes sense. And you mentioned Battle of Holmes County with Hiland tonight. Obviously, two really good teams going at it. I mean, it was a 1-1 tie last year at your place here. How do you assess this Hiland team you're taking on?
They're a solid squad. I mean, they're good. I've watched them play a little bit. I mean, they have some dangerous players. I mean, they move the ball. They're a well-coached squad, so if we don't come out and do what we're supposed to do, it could be a long night.
Obviously, you're on the turf field here, but it's been raining all day long. How does that have an effect here as far as going out there playing through the wetness? I know both teams have to go through it, though.
Yeah, I mean, probably not. I mean, we live in Ohio, so
we're used to it.
We're used to this kind of weather. So, I mean, we both got to play in it, so we just got to do what we got to do.
Anything else you're looking for from your team tonight, Bruce?
We got to play a full 80 minutes. Defend set piece as well. Hiland is good at set pieces, so at times we haven't defended them very well, and it's cost us. So we got to play for 80 minutes, defend the set piece as well, and I think we'll be all right.
Bruce, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
That's the voice of West Lowell Lady Knights head soccer coach, Bruce Murphy.
Before the Kick has been brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Taking on a large exterior home project is no small task. When you're looking for the best options in roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Provia products are the clear choice. At Provia, quality is engineered into the product, integrity is never compromised, and local craftsmanship delivers a stunning final result that will last for generations. Our experts at Keim Home Center are here to help you explore the possibilities. Visit Keim in Charm, Ohio. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a Generac home standby generator. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Last season over at West Holmes and Hiland finished up in a 1-1 tie in girls soccer action from a season ago. Actually, Hiland scored on an own goal in the first half with 26:08 to play, and Hiland had a 1-0 halftime lead. But then West Holmes would score in the second half off a goal by Charlie Murphy with 31:49 to go. Early in that second half, off an assist by Avion Yoder. That's the way the game would stay. It would finish up in a 1-1 tie between West Holmes and Hiland last season. Overall, last year, Hiland went 11-5-4. They would fall to the Bishop Rosecrans in the district championship game over Coshocton 1-0. West Holmes last year, they would go 7-10-3, fell to West M. They were at Stewart Field 1-0 in the district championship game as well. This year, West Holmes is 6-7-2, averaging 3.5 goals per game, giving up 2.5 goals per contest. Hiland is 7-6-1. They're averaging just over 2 goals per game, giving up 2.5 goals per game on the defensive end. Hiland, of course, have the tournament drawing Sunday in Division 5. They're 2 seed. They'll play host to the 7 seed Ridgewood on October 15th at 6 p.m. And we'll go ahead and take a break here and come tonight's national anthem being brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services as Middlesburg will pick up the national anthem now. National anthem brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. And today's national anthem brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg. And as far as West Holmes is concerned, I mentioned Hiland and their tournament drawing results. West Holmes in Division 4, they're the 6th seed, playing host to the 11th seed East Liverpool. They'll be on October 15th at 6:30 for them. As far as the starting lineups are concerned, first of all, for the visiting West Holmes Lady Knights, it'll be junior goalkeeper Landry Krosky. Also starting for West Holmes, junior defender Breslin Brown, junior forward and midfielder Rebecca Miller, junior forward midfielder Charlie Murphy, senior defender Brianna Poventude, and also senior defender Sydney Hawkins, senior forward and midfielder Catherine Castor, sophomore defender in Taylin Clark, freshman midfielder Emily Ogie, junior defender Kylie Turpin, and a freshman midfielder, that is Cody Murphy. For West Holmes, they come in with a record of 6-7-2, coached by Bruce Murphy in his second year. And starting on the other end for Hiland for the seeding, will be their goalkeeper in sophomore Caitlin Clank. Also starting for Hiland will be senior forward in Chanel Kellogg. Freshman defender Claire Mullet, along with sophomore midfielder Zulika Guzman. Also starting for Hiland will be junior defender Chloe Mullet. Freshman forward Allie Mullet. Freshman defender Finley Hostether and sophomore forward Zoe Miller. Freshman midfielder Minka Mullet and junior midfielder Italy Mullet, along with sophomore defender Kendra Troyer. Highland a record of 7-6-2. They won 2 straight, and they're coached by Connor Lee. We'll take a break, come back with the opening kick after this on WKLM.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Just about ready to get things underway here from Hiland for girls high school soccer in the Battle of Holmes County for this evening. Matt Croy alongside with you. And it is back at the studio, Donnie Norris, back at WKLM Sports Central. Glad to have you with us on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. We're also video live streaming tonight's contest on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon Communication team. It is Jacob Heading who is producing tonight's live stream coverage from Hiland for this girls high school soccer contest. For Hiland, wearing their black jerseys and black shorts, gray numerals as well, and black socks for West Holmes, white jerseys, white shorts, and blue numerals in white socks. Just about ready to get things underway from Hiland. Two teams that finished up in a 1-1 tie last year and should be a good one tonight as well. Of course, rain throughout the day. Right now, the rain has stopped. They do have the turf field here at Hiland as well, so hopefully we'll be able to keep some of that wet stuff away, even though it will be still a little bit soggy on the turf field, but definitely better than grass for a day like this, that's for sure. Just about ready to get underway for Hiland. I mentioned a 7-6-1 record. West Holmes at 6-7-2. Reminder coming up next week, we'll have video live stream coverage of the area tournament games for boys and girls soccer and volleyball throughout the week, so don't miss that coverage. All gets started, I believe, for us be on Tuesday when we get our tournament coverage started for you. And, of course, Friday night we'll have high school football. West Holmes at Ashland, and also we'll have more soccer on Thursday. Boys soccer, West Holmes at Lattimville on Thursday night. There's the whistle. We're underway here at Hiland. And Hiland going from right to left offensively in this first half. Ball sent back to the far side of the field and shakes back down to the far end by Zoe Miller. Works it back to the far sideline. Hawks will lob it into their opposite side, middle of the field, knocked down. And the Hawks go at it, being knocked away back near the midfield circle. She's down near the circle, and it'll be corralled by Zoe Miller. Rolls it back near side. Now to Claire Mullet. Works it near sideline. Hiland into the offensive end. Working the ball downfield near sideline will be Italy Mullet. Works it now high on the left side. Mullet has it deflected near the goal line. Goes after it. And it's going to be knocked across the goal line. It'll be off of West Holmes. Off the foot of Brianna Poventude. It'll be a goal, or a corner kick rather, for Hiland. They'll have that for the near side of the field. So it'll be Kellogg to line it up here from that near side. Lines it up. Lobs it high in the air inside the box. Takes the bounce to the opposite side of the field, however. Nobody made a connection with it. Rolls to the far side corner and rolls finally across the touch. It'll be a throw-in near that flag. And a throw-in for West Holmes on their defensive end. Lobbed in far side. And goes promptly across the touch off of Breslin Brown. So now Hiland's going to have the throw on their offensive side. Lobbed in near that right wing. That kick sent backwards by Kellogg. Takes a bounce near the top of the box. West Holmes will get it out of there. Here's Charlie Murphy, who rolls it back near midfield. Intercepted, however, by Claire Mullet. Mullet centering pass. Deflected back to the near sideline. Sent away near sideline Emily Ogie for West Holmes. And now corralled by Italy Mullet. Mullet's pass give and go from Kellogg back to Mullet high on the left side. Mullet pass one defender. Looking for a cross, does so inside the box. Deflected away, knocked out of there by West Holmes. They'll get it outside of the box by Ogie. And goes off the foot on the far side. Back to that midfield line. Now into the West Holmes offensive end. Trying to keep it in play. They'll do so now high on the left. Working that ball on the left wing now. Rolls it near the top of the box. Goes off the foot of Becca Miller. Middle of the field. Chased after now by Breslin Brown. Brown's pass going to be cut off, and now Hiland gets to it defensively. Get to it now. The defender will be Finley Hostother to the far side. Ricochets back middle of the field. Be a header by Cody Murphy. Now West Holmes has it on the left wing. That kick rolls inside the box, deflected away. And now rolls to the far sideline. They'll keep it in play. Ball sent away on the kick. It'll be corralled by Kellogg. Kellogg keeps it in play down that far side of the field on the Hiland defensive end. Just into the first half, 3 minutes in no score. Girls High School Soccer in the Battle of Holmes County. Ball bounces near that midfield line area. And Kellogg has it for Hiland. Kellogg works it into the offensive end, rolls it back to the far side with that kick. And sent away on the kick this time by Zoe Miller. Bounces it into the Hiland offensive end. Chased down by West Holmes. They'll knock it back to the far sideline. Ricochets across that touch. And that'll result in a throw in for Hiland to be off of West Holmes. Midway to the Hiland offensive end. Short throw. That'll be knocked down by Kellogg. She'll keep it in play. Dances around to the defender. And stolen away by defender Catherine Castor. They'll tightrope the near sideline, battling for that ball. Trying to get control off the foot now of Breslin Brown. She'll knock it across the touch. Again, Hiland's going to have this throw about that same spot. Short throw. Here's the kick. Going to be corralled here by Guzman. Centering pass goes high on the left now over to Claire Mullet. Mullet's pass now to the left wing. Italy Mullet inside the box. Her shot near the box going to be to the right corner of that net. Italy Mullet. Lob kick over the outstretched hands of the leaping goalkeeper, Landry Krosky, and Mullet gives Hiland a 1-0 lead with 35:46 to play first half. This is Girls High School Soccer on WKLM. MRV Siding Supply is introducing another line of stone called Casa di Sassi, where old world charm meets modern luxury. Whether you're looking to enhance your outdoor space or add a touch of sophistication to your interior design, their wide range of products will meet your every need. Choose from a variety of styles and colors to create the perfect ambiance for your space. Casa di Sassi, where timeless beauty meets exceptional quality. Discover the possibilities at MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg, or on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
It'll be a West Holmes ball as they kick it back to the near side. Cody Murphy with that pass goes to Breslin Brown. 1-0 Hiland with now 35.5 to play in the first half. Ball ricochets near side of the West Holmes offensive end. Hiland there to get to it defensively. And be knocked across that touch. And it'll be a throw-in as the ball's knocked away by Kendra Troyer for Hiland. West Holmes going to have the throw right near that right side corner on their offensive end. Breslin Brown to throw it in. Does so high on the right. Goes off of Sydney Hawkins, now knocked away. Chased back down by Breslin Brown. Centering pass by Brown. Gets it over now to Kylie Turpin. Turpin double team. Knocked away from her by Troyer. Sent away in the kick at midfield. Now into the offensive end. Chanel Kellogg tried to get to it. Instead, intercepted by West Holmes. That pass goes near side. Or Catherine Castor got to it. Gets to Breslin Brown. Brown tries to tightrope the near sideline. Then a whistle going to be called. I believe you're going to say it's across that touch. Hiland's going to have this throw. Claire Mullet will step up a little further to throw it just into the offensive end for Hiland. 1-0 Lady Hawks. Ball thrown in. Passes over Breslin Brown's head. Knocked away now by Brianna Poventune. Intercepted by Hiland, however. That kick by Minka Mullet knocked away back inside the circle. Goes opposite side of the field. Chased down by Troyer. She'll knock it away. Back in the Hiland offensive end. That pass goes over to Allie Mullet. Back near midfield. Mullet works it past one defender. Now stolen away by West Holmes' Taylon Clark. Knocked it away across the touch by Clark. The win now for Hiland. midway into their offensive end. 33:45 to play first half, 1-0 Hiland. Ball thrown in, a short throw. The ball will be rolled over to Guzman. Guzman's kick knocked away. Hiland trying to regain control of it. They'll get to it. Mika Mullet works it, and here gets her pass off. Italy Mullet now on the left wing. Ricochets back to her. Now knocked to the near side of the field. Mullet trying to get to the ball. Poventude gets to it. She'll have a sliding kick. She'll slide on that slick turf, and it goes across that touch. Couldn't stay on her feet. I mentioned, although it's turf, it's going to be kind of slick out there because of the rain throughout the day. That ball thrown in will be a header by Poventude right back across the touch, and Hiland is going to have this throw. Here's Claire Mullen, about 10 yards away from that near side corner on the Hiland offensive end. 1-0 Hiland, and throw in, going to be a short throw, goes to Italy Mullen. Now to Claire Mullen. Back to Italy, ricochets near the goal line. Here's Breslin Brown, back to Poventude near the corner. She'll send her kick across that touch, about the same spot from the original throw in. And again, it'll be Claire Mullet to lob it in. Does so left wing, header by Poventude. Goes off the foot now of Becca Miller. Off the foot on the kick by Claire Mullet. Strong kick bounces across the goal line, and that'll get it out of there, but it'll be a goal kick for West Holmes. So it'll be the first goal kick for either team. 1-0 Hiland, 32-20 and counting first half. Girls high school soccer in the Battle of Holmes County. Italy Mullet, her 8th goal of the season. That's been the difference so far. Matt Croy alongside with you. Again, this game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of the Claxon communication team. Jacob Heading is producing tonight's live stream coverage. Goes near side on the kick. Deflected near side, going to be intercepted by Italy Mullet. Mullet works it for Hiland offensively near the goal line. Working around Breslin Brown. Her kick inside the box. Kick goes sailing high from the top of the box and over the goalpost off the foot of Mika Mullet, the freshman. And it will be a goal kick for West Holmes, their second. So second shot on goal for Hiland. Oh, that one did sail high, and now West Holmes gets set for their goal kick. Brianna Poventude will have the kick for West Holmes. Lobs it high in the air, near the circle. And there's the header back near Cody Murphy, who tries to control the ball, now stolen away. Battling with it for the far side, off of Ogie. Ogie gets her pass off as West Holmes tries to control that ball in the double team. But finally stolen by Zoe Miller. Hiland has it offensively. Pass goes to Kellogg to the far corner. Gets her pass off now to Zoe Miller, back to Kellogg, deflected inside the box. Knocked out of there by West Holmes, back near the circle. Charlie Murphy goes after the ball. Murphy, pass one defender, and she'll control it now into the West Holmes offensive end. Knocked away, now Murphy gets back to it. Now finally stolen by Troyer. Good steal as they get the ball away from Murphy. Murphy came in with 40 goals on the season. That's 5 goals away from tying the single-season school record set by Allie McMillan back in the 2022 season. Ball knocked back to the near side. And now Hiland has it into the offensive end. Here's Italy Mullet. Pass Breslin Brown. Mullet works it now high on the left side. Rolls her pass inside the box. Here's Kellogg. Works it in closer. Shot going to be deflected away. Good deflection that time. Goes off of Landry Krosky for the goal, the keeper save. Hiland has their second shot on goal on net, third shot on goal overall. And the keeper save by Krosky. And there's the whistle blown as it goes across that goal line. Call that an offsides call, and that'll be an indirect kick for West Holmes. Poventude with the short kick goes to Breslin Brown for West Holmes. Brown works it near side. Goes off the foot now of Becca Miller. Intercepted by Hiland, goes to the near side on the kick. Back to Italy Mullet. Mullet's pass to Minka Mullet. She'll find Kellogg top of the box. Kellogg knocked away from her and rolls back inside the box by Minka Mullet. Her kick, but scooped up easily by goalkeeper Landry Krosky. So Krosky with the scoop. She gets set to punt it away. Bounces it near the midfield line to Becca Miller. Short kick by Miller going to be intercepted by Zoe Miller. Hiland has it near side, Italy Mullen. just into the offensive end. Mullet's pass to Chanel Kellogg, now stolen away by Poventude, back to Kellogg. Now Italy Mullet has the ball in traffic, knocked away across that touch. Goes off of West Holmes, and the kick by Kylie Turpin. The win for Hiland midway into their offensive end, up 1-0. Claire Mullet's going to have this throw. Checking in for Hiland going to be Gabby Mullet. And out is Zulika Guzman. West Holmes, a couple of players checking in as well. Claire Mullet with the throw. Lobs it left wing. Header by Poventude, knocked down by Italy Mullet. Left wing. Poventude knees it near side. Goes to Becca Miller. Miller's kick for West Holmes. Rolls it inside the circle. Goes to Charlie Murphy. She'll spin around quickly into the offensive end. Murphy into the open field. Murphy offensively past one defender. Murphy inside the box. Murphy with a shot going to be in the goal. Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy utilizing that speed. Her first goal of the game ties it up at 1 apiece with 27:50 to play in the first half. This is girls high school soccer on WKLM.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Charlie Murphy already up to 106 goals on her career, only a junior, and that is her 41st goal of the season. And that does tie it up on the first shot on goal tonight for West Holmes. They get the goal, they'll cash in on that shot to the right corner of that net, and it's all tied up at 1 apiece. And that was the score of the game last year, but already goals from each side. There's a handball called, meanwhile, on Becca Miller, and that'll result in an indirect kick here for Hiland. Their first. They'll be on their offensive end. Line this kick up. Here will be Chloe Mullet, the junior, with the kick into the Hiland offensive side. That ball lobbed inside the box. There's the header by Cody Murphy. Takes a bounce. Becca Miller goes after it. Header instead by Chloe Mullet on the left wing, near sideline. And finally goes across the touch off the West Holmes, I do believe. So it will be a throw-in for Hiland. The throw going to be Claire Mullet this time around. Tied up at 1 apiece after the goal by Charlie Murphy. That throw in near the goal line goes to Italy Mullet. Double team rolls across the goal line off of her. And it will be a goal kick for West Holmes, their third. Or they call that a corner kick, excuse me. So corner kick instead. And this will be for Hiland, their second corner kick. Chanel Kellogg lines it up from that near side of the field. 26 minutes to play in the first half. The kick sails away in front of the net. Knocked down by Krosky. Still alive. That kick finally knocked down and pounced on top of by Landry Krosky. Hawks with a couple of kicks in that box near the net. That last one came off the foot of Gabby Mullet. She'll get credit for a shot on goal. But Krosky, the keeper, saved her second. Hiland 5 shots on goal so far in the first half. 3 of them on net. Tied at 1. Play near midfield. Rolls inside the circle. Near side of the pass goes to Charlie Murphy. Murphy's pass, Becca Miller now with it high on the right. Miller's kick near the top of the box. Going after going to be Kendra Troyer for Hiland. Troyer knocks it. Strong kick back to the far sideline. And it bounces across that touch. West Holmes going to have this throw. Midway into their offensive end, tied up at 1 apiece. Hustling in now for West Holmes going to be Leah Zog, the senior. Well, Becca Miller will have a rest. 25 minutes to play first half, tied at 1. Ball lobbed in near the corner. Knocked away on the kick by Kendra Troyer. Keeps it in play, bounces it near midfield. Now it will go across the touch right of that midfield line. And West Holmes will have this throw in. Lobbed in far side of the field into the West Holmes offensive end. Troyer there to get to it again. Over to Charlie Murphy. Murphy in traffic. Backs it up. Murphy. Long shot. Rolls it near the net. Going to be a diving grab. And grabbed by goalkeeper Caitlin Klink. Good job by Klink to get down on top of that. And no stop is easy in a game like this. We're going to have a bit of a wet ball. To want to take a chance to let that ball kind of roll off your hands, but good job by her to go down there and get that. And the ball sent away. Back near the midfield line. Here's Italy Mullet for Hiland, just past midfield. Stolenhofer to the near sideline. Goes off the foot of Leah Zog. Zog's pass just behind her. Chased down. And corralled here by West Holmes on the deflection across midfield. Back to Zog again. Finally across that touch will be a throw in for Hiland. Throw in by Claire Mullet. Lobs it in. Off the foot of Sierra Allison, back to Zog. Italy Mullet now steps in front of the ball. Her kick. Knocked near side, goes off of Zog again, back near midfield, a Claire Mullet for Hiland. Rolls her past near sideline, and they'll keep it in play. I do believe, no, it does go across the touch. As Kellogg got a foot on it, not before it went across that line, so West Holmes will have this throw. And it'll be sophomore forward Sierra Allison. Allison with the short throw. Gets it to Catherine Castor. Now to Turpin. Now to Breslin Brown. Brown's pass goes far side. West Holmes with the ball. Now finally stolen away by Kellogg. Kellogg's pass near the top of the box. Inside the box. Knocked away by Puventude across the goal line. Knocks it away from Kellogg, and it will be a corner kick for Hiland now from the far side of the field. Their third corner kick of the first half, and it'll be Italy Mullet from that far side. Kellogg has been doing the corner kicking from the near side of the field. Now Italy Mullet from that far side. 22-40 and counting first half, tied up at 1 apiece. Italy Mullet a goal for Hiland, and Charlie Murphy a goal for West Holmes. Mullet with the left foot, takes a bounce, just inside the box and knocked away by Breslin Brown. Lobs it far side. Finally across that touch. Goes off of West Holmes, and it'll be a throw-in now for Hiland. Thrown in, going after it. Here's the kick by Turpin. Knocks it across the touch. Hiland throws it from that same spot. Zoe Miller looking to find a teammate here to throw it to. Good denied defense by West Holmes while throwing in. Knocked down. And they'll keep it in play. Gets it to Cody Murphy. Murphy's pass near side. And now West Holmes will control it. Ricochets inside the circle. Now to Catherine Castor. Castor's pass goes near side. Just behind her teammate Zog going to go after the ball, trying to keep it in play. Can't do it, and it'll be across that touch. Hiland's going to have this throw just into their offensive end. Here's Claire Mullet. Loves it near side. Puventude intercepts. Her kick deflected away off of Italy Mullet. And that ball knocked down by Allison. The kick by Minka Mullet goes off of her foot and across the touch. West Holmes is going to have this throw. West Holmes on the defensive end. Sierra Allison lobs it in. Gets her throw in over to Leah Zog. Zog's pass near midfield. Chased down by Claire Mullet. Knocked back down. Gets it over now to Catherine Castor. To Turpin. Sent away on the kick back inside the circle. Off the foot of Zulika Guzman back in. Header by Charlie Murphy. Murphy to the offensive side. Stolen away, however, by Finley Hostether. Knocks it across midfield. Back to the far side. Goes across the touch. Throw in now for Hiland. Tied up at 1 with 20 minutes, 40 seconds in counting. We're in the first half. Girls high school soccer in the Battle of Holmes County. Throw in, knocked across the touch. Once again, Hiland will throw it in a little further into their offensive end. Again, Finley Hostether will do the honors. Her lob pass knocked down. Whistle blown on that play. And West Holmes going to have like West Holmes going to throw it in. Maybe an illegal throw in. West Holmes will throw it in from about midway into their defensive end. Lob pass going to be knocked down. Cody Murphy gets a foot on that ball. Rolls it across midfield. Nobody there except for Hiland defender Kendra Troyer. And now whistle's going to be blown. A West Holmes player shaken up a little bit. That time for West Holmes with her knee to the ground. That is Janae Geog, the junior. So they stop play due to that with 19:47 to play, first half, tied at 1. She is on her feet now, so that's a good sign there. And laughing a little bit with the official as well as her teammate Charlie Murphy. So good sign at least from that standpoint. And again, right now, competitive game with the goal by Italy Mullet came with 35:46 to play in the first half for Hiland. But then Charlie Murphy answered with 27:40 to go for West Holmes. We're tied at 1. Murphy, her 41st goal of the year. So we'll resume action here. Hiland had it, so they'll get a chance to kick this ball when we resume play. Oh, it is. Okay. Just about ready to resume action here. Owen Garabrandt is our camera guy for our live stream coverage for this evening. And again, mentioned Jacob Heading is producing tonight's live stream coverage on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. And goes across the touch. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in goes a header by Catherine Casser, promptly goes right back across the touch. And now Claire Mullet's going to have the throw for Hiland. Lobs it into the Hiland offensive end. Cut off by Povitude. That'll be knocked across the touch, but now Hiland will throw it in a little further into their offensive side. Now before a substitution, Zoe Miller will check back in, and she will replace Gabby Mullet. 19 minutes to play first half, and tied up at 1. Claire Mullet has the throw midway into Hiland's offensive end. Lobs it over to Italy Mullet. Takes the bounce off of her leg and across the touch. West Holmes will have this throw. Allison lobs it in, goes to Zog. Tries to control it in traffic. Zog's pass back to Allison. Knocks it down. Surveys the field. Here kick, knocked down by Italy Mullet. Sliding kick now by Povitude at midfield. Intercepted, however, by Claire Mullet. Then a whistle going to be blown. And West Holmes going to have this kick now. Now their direct kick, their first of the first half. Povitude will do the honors from their defensive end. 18-14 and counting. First half tied up at 1. Matt Croy alongside with you for girls high school soccer action from Hiland. And the kick by Povitude. Low bouncy kick in midfield goes to Charlie Murphy. Murphy, a header. Tries to keep it with her. Now stolen away by Minka Mullet. Mullet's pass inside the box, or inside the circle, will be corralled now. And now Hiland has it offensively. Here's the kick. Knocked down by Breslin Brown. Battling for it. Gets over to Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg's pass, left wing. Finally stolen away by Sierra Allison. Allison will control it for West Holmes near midfield. Had it, now stolen away by Claire Mullet. Mullet's pass goes high in the left. Kellogg gets to it left wing. Kellogg near the goal line, looking for a cross. Does so. Knocked down and deflected across the goal line. That'll be off of West Holmes. So it'll be another corner kick for Hiland. And it'll be by Kellogg from that near side of the field. Fourth corner kick for Hiland in the first half. Third corner kick for Chanel Kellogg. The other one was by Italy Mullet from that far side of the field. Kellogg lines it up. Lobs it in the air in front of the net. Going to be knocked into the back of it. That's going to be a goal. Was that Zoe Miller who knocked that one in? I believe Zoe got that with 16:54 to play in the first half. 2-1 Hiland. This is girls high school soccer on WKLM.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Goal knocked in off the corner kick from Chanel Kellogg, and that may have been an own goal, not sure. It looked like Zoe Miller was the kind of the closest player to that ball. It may have been an own goal. Irregardless, it is a goal for Hiland, and they take a 2-1 lead. So the earlier goal by Italy Mullet, and possibly an own goal off the assist on the corner kick by Chanel Kellogg. And Hiland has regained the lead at 2-1 with 16-15 and counting now in the first half. Play has resumed into the first half. There to the offensive end for West Holmes. Kick by Charlie Murphy from Cody Murphy, now knocked down. With it now working near the box Going down, going to be Catherine Castor, and it's stolen away. Here's the kick. Bounces it near midfield, goes bouncing across that touchline. It'll be a throw-in with a few players checking in here for Hiland. Checking in, going to be Gabby Mullet. Minka Mullet will have a seat. Hiland's going to have this throw at midfield. Now we're ready to go. Lobbed in, goes off the leg of Kellogg, couldn't control it. It'll be a throw in now for West Holmes. Ball lobbed in by Lily Brown. Couple bounces, goes ricocheting across the touch, and now Brown will throw it in just past the midfield line. Brown's lob in. Going to be knocked down, going after it. And then be battling for it as Catherine Castor gets to it. Gets over to Charlie Murphy. Murphy works around one defender just ahead of the circle. Still with the ball, Murphy. Triple team, rolls it near the top of the box. Goes off the Castor. Back to Murphy. Murphy works it near sideline. And finally stolen away by Italy Mullet. Kendra Troyer's kick intercepted by Leah Zog. Zog will back it up. Kick by Castor goes right side. Deflected away, however, by the Lady Hawks across that touch. It'll be a throw-in for West Holmes. Throw-in by Sierra Allison. Does so now to Kylie Turpin, back to Allison. Allison's kick deflected off of Italy Mullet. Now gets it over to Gabby Mullet. Off the foot of Allison, rolls across the touch. Throw in now for Hiland. 2-1 Hiland, 14:20 to play, first half. That throw in knocked down. Poventude knocks it up in the air near the midfield line. Corralled by Allie Mullet. Knocked high in the air by Claire Mullet. Takes a bounce. Knocked down by Allison. Allison works it on the kick near midfield. Goes to Zog. Stolen away, however, by the Lady Hawks, Italy Mullet. Knocked away by Claire Mullet. Intercepted by Poventude. Schoenig a strong kick into the West Holmes offense end. Kendra Troyer will step in front of that ball. Now Leah Zog has it. Her pass goes to Cody Murphy. Stolen away. Now to Claire Mullet. Rolls it back near midfield to Italy Mullet. Hiland has it. That kick near side. Goes bouncing across the touch. She tried to lead a pass for Chanel Kellogg. Couldn't get it to her. Now West Holmes will have this throw. 13:30 and counting, first half. Girls High School Soccer, the Battle of Holmes County from the turf field here of Hiland. And Hiland with the 2-1 lead. Bounces near the top of the box. Here's the header by Breslin Brown for West Holmes defensively. Down to Catherine Castor. Castor with the kick. Deflected inside that circle by Guzman. Knocked high in the air on the kick near sideline. And Claire Mullet there intercepts. Gets to Italy Mullet now across midfield. Mullet works it on the kick. Now gets it over to Gabby Mullet. Back inside the circle. Strong kick back the other way. Goes rolling left wing. Goes after it as Kellogg rolls across that touch instead off of Hiland. West Holmes has the throw from there, defensive end. 12:50 and counting. We're in the first half. 2-1 Hiland. Of course, the lone goal by West Holmes was by Charlie Murphy, her 41st goal. They're going to change that call. It's going to be Hiland's going to have the throw instead on their offensive side. Claire Mullet, the freshman, she'll have this throw. Mullet's throw in goes near the goal line. Kept in play. Goes to Italy Mullet. Mullet's kick inside the box, deflected by Brown. That strong kick goes sailing off the goalpost. Ricochets off the goalpost near the top of the box. I believe by Gabby Mullet on that kick, and finally will knock it out of there. Another shot on goal for Hiland, but does not result in a goal. Back on the right side. Centering pass to Italy Mullet. Pass one defender. Her shot near the goal goes into the hands of goalkeeper Landry Crosby. She knocks it down, but she'll now scoop it up. So Italy Mullet with a shot on goal that time, but the keeper saved by Krosky. That'll be your third keeper save. 8 shots on goal for Hiland first half, and their 6th shot on net. 2-1 lead for Hiland. Back on the Hiland offensive end. 11:40 to play first half. Now Claire Mullet has the ball. Down to Italy Mullet. Tries to turn the corner. She does so right ahead of Sierra Allison on the left wing. Mullet's pass near the top of the box. Sliding kick now knocked away by Catherine Castor. Takes a bounce to the far side of the field. Knocked across that touchline. Goes off the foot of Janae Geog. It'll be a throw in for Hiland. Wilson away in the kick. Near the top of the box. Off the foot of Castor. Italy Mullet trying to go after that ball. Rolls it near side. Back to Claire Mullet. Mullet works it now to the left wing. Backs it up. Gets her pass off now. Yeah, the kick by Italy Mullet. Finds Gabby Mullet. Works it around the defender. Now left wing back to Italy. Her kick near the top of the box finds Kellogg. Kellogg shields the defender. The pass off. Strong kick can be deflected away. Back to that right wing. The initial kick by Gabby Mullet goes to the far sideline. Finally goes across that touch. That'll be off the West Holmes. Again, Geog knocked it away. It'll be a throw in for Hiland with 10.5 to play and counting in the first half. Competitive first half as expected. Hiland has a 2-1 lead. Matt Croy alongside with you again. It is Donnie Norris back at WKLM Sports Central along with Haley Yoder. Glad to have you with us on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. We're also video live streaming tonight's contest on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. Here's the kick for West Holmes. Near the midfield line. Going after it, Becca Miller back in that game. She has it. Gets her pass out to Charlie Murphy into the offensive end. Zoe Miller now steals it away. Miller battling for the ball along with Murphy. Murphy gets it back. Whistle is blown, however, they'll call a shove on Murphy. So direct kick for Hiland. This will be their first. One each way. Place that ball just shy of that midfield line. And kicks it away for Chloe Mullet across midfield. Over to Italy Mullet near the top of the box. Mullet on the left wing, past the defender. Backs it up against Allison. Spins around, gets her pass off now to Claire Mullet. Now to Minka Mullet. Mullet against the double team. Pass left wing going to be cut off, however, by Emily Ogie. Her kick intercepted by Zoe Miller. Hiland has the ball. With the now Finley Hostetler. Works her pass to Gabby Mullet. Now right side on the pass. Kick near the top of the box. To Italy Mullet. Mullet's shot going to go wide right and across the goal line. Had a look at it. Just a bit wide on that shot attempt by Italy Mullet. 9th shot on goal for Hiland in the first half. This will be the third goal kick for West Holmes. Poventude will have the kick with 8.5 to play. First half, 2-1 Hiland. Low grounding kick going to go off the foot of Sydney Hawkins for West Holmes. Now to Catherine Castor. Castor knocks it backwards, goes over to her teammate in Sierra Allison. Allison lobs it near sideline, trying to find Ogie, but too strong and across the touch. Now Hiland's going to have the throw on their offensive end. Here's Claire Mullet. Mullet with the lob pass to Italy Mullet. Instead goes off to Allison, rolls near the goal line. And I believe across the goal line, it's going to be off the who. You can see that's going to be off of Hiland, so West Holmes going to have the goal kick. This will be their fourth of the first half. No goal kicks by comparison for Hiland. So competitive first half. It certainly has been played more on the Hiland offensive end through a lot of this first half. It just that Charlie Murphy did capitalize on her one opportunity. The ball bounces it near side. Goes across the touch off the Ogie's foot. Hiland's going to have this throw. Claire Mullet will have this throw in just into the Hiland offensive end. Near side of the field. Throw in goes to Italy Mullet. Mullet lobs it up in the air near the top of the box. There's a header. High header. Takes a bounce inside the box. Going after it. Going to be knocked down by Krosky. And she'll pounce on top of it. A battle to get to that ball after the high bounce off the turf inside the box. And going after her for Hiland was Allie Mullet. And Krosky was finally able to knock it away from her and jump on top of it. Good aggressive play by Krosky, and the ball will be won to the far sideline. Gets it over down to Sydney Hawkins. Rolls her pass near the midfield circle. Gabby Mullet going after the ball. Cody Murphy as well, and now sit near side of midfield goes to Claire Mullet. 6:18 to play first half, 2-1 Hiland. Here's Zoe Miller with the ball. Her pass goes far side. Now to Finley Hostetler. Her kick going to be intercepted by Lily Brown. Lobs it up in the air off of Charlie Murphy. Kendra Troyer now chases it down defensively for Hiland. Her pass to Claire Mullet. Mullet past Charlie Murphy. Gets her pass off. Over to Chloe Mullet. Back to Claire Mullet, near side of midfield. To Italy Mullet, knocked away instead by Allison across that touch. Bounces it near sideline. On the West Holmes offensive end, now Hiland's going to have this throw, though. 5:45 to play first half. A 2-1 Hiland lead. They're going to change the call and say West Holmes is going to have this throw instead on their offensive end. Allison's going to have this throw. Allison lobs it to Cody Murphy. Header. Rolls her pass high on the right. Knocked away by Claire Mullet. Center of the field. Ricochets midfield line. Chased down by Sydney Hawkins. Hawkins back to Castor. Castor's pass goes to Lily Brown. Brown in traffic. Roars on pass. Knocked away by Zoe Miller. Off the foot of Hawkins. Ricochets to the far sideline. Knocked away on the kick by Hostetter. Bounces it near midfield. And finally goes across that touch. Hawks can't keep it in play. Now West Holmes going to have this, though, with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Brown. High throw in. Bounces it left wing. Knocked high in the air by defender Kendra Troyer. Goes sailing across that touch. So West Holmes again with a throw on their offensive end. Brown's throw in. Tried to find Murphy. She was double teamed. Knocked away by Kendra Troyer. Off the leg of Catherine Castor. She goes down. Whistle blown, late whistle, and it will be a foul call on Hiland. So direct kick for West Holmes will be their second. Place that ball on the West Holmes offensive end, midway between the penalty box and the midfield circle. Cody Murphy going to have this kick, it looks like, for West Holmes. Cody Murphy, the freshman. Of course, her sister Charlie Murphy, a junior for West Holmes. Cody will line up this direct kick. There's the whistle. Murphy now with the kick. Sails in the air near the net, going to be knocked down by Caitlin Klink. That ricochet kick finds the center of the net, and that's going to be a goal by Charlie Murphy. Opportunistic play off the ricochet. Murphy right there. She cashes in. Charlie Murphy with 4 minutes to play in the first half. We're tied up at 2 apiece. This is girls high school soccer on WKLM. At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health. Back and forth we go on the second goal of the game for West Holmes. Murphy, her second goal of the game, her 42nd of the season. We're tied up at 2 apiece. There was 2 shots a goal on that same play. And play resumes here, and finally West Holmes cashed in. Ball off the foot now of Allison, lobs up the air back near the midfield line. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Kendra Troyer's kick. Bounces it left wing. Chased after offensively by Chanel Kellogg near the goal line, looking for a cross, and can't quite keep it in play. I believe it's going to be knocked down, or say it is, on the left wing back to Italy Mullet. Still underway, and that kick goes high, wide, right in across the goal line. And that will be a goal kick for West Holmes. This will be their 5th of the first half. 2.5 to go in the first half, tied up at 2. Povitude now has the kick, sails it up in the air. Pass Murphy goes inside the circle. Zoe Miller intercepts. Off the foot now of Sydney Hawkins. Bounces it to the far side across midfield and across that touch. Hiland going to have this throw. Short throw near midfield. Sent high in the air to the Hiland offensive end. There's the header. And they'll keep it in play. Ball finally knocked across that touch. Hiland again has this throw in. Zoe Miller's pass. Trying to get that over to Allie Mullen. Stolen away by Brown for West Holmes. Here's the kick by Allison. Intercepted by Claire Mullet near the circle. Rolls it high on the left side. Now to Italy Mullet. Mullet working against Allison. Gets away from her. Works it now high on the left. Allison chasing after her. A kick near the top of the box. Trying to find a cutting Abby Mullet. Couldn't control it. Chased down instead to the far side. That kick by Allie Mullet knocked to the right wing. Sent away by Becca Miller for West Holmes, however, to Cody Murphy. West Holmes will get it out of there. Murphy's kick goes rolling across the midfield. Kendra Troyer there to get to it. Strong kick by her. With 1:05 to play first half and a 2-2 score. Bounces it right wing. Breslin Brown off of her foot. Gets the pass off to Becca Miller. Ricochets to the far sideline. Across that touch will be a throw in for Hiland. Now we're going to see instead throw in for West Holmes. Brown lobs it in. Tries to do it quickly, but the official blows the whistle to stop play. Now what would he have? Trying to decide who's going to have this throw in. Indeed, it is going to be Hiland with the throw. 30 seconds to play. First half tied up at 2. Allie Mullet with that kick. Knocked up in the air by Brown. Off the foot of Catherine Castor. Povatu gets to it. She'll knock her kick near the midfield circle. Intercepted by Zoe Miller. Rolls it far sideline. He goes across the touch off of host other. Throw in for West Holmes with 4 seconds to go. 2-1, and that will do it here at halftime. The halftime score in girls high school soccer in the Battle of Holmes County. It is Hiland 2 and West Holmes 2. Back around to recap the first half for you after this on WKLM. MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year. There's nothing better than the sound of a hammer, a drill, and a saw. A&R Builders in Berlin has been putting all those tools to work for the past 25 years. If you need re-roofing work done, A&R Builders is the place to call. They'll also do new homes for both residential and general contractors, along with pole buildings, decks, and custom framing. Call A&R Builders in Berlin at 893-2111. That's 893-2111.
Hey, have you been to the jewelry store in Millersburg lately?
No, why? What's new?
They've got these gorgeous sterling silver birthstone stackable bracelets. They've got necklaces and earrings. Perfect for gifts or treating yourself.
Birthstones? Stackable? Okay, now I have to check them out.
You'll love them. Stop by the jewelry store at 97 West Jackson Street in Millersburg.
I'm on my way.
The Jewelry Store, where meaning meets style.
When you work the land, you know, out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Call Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39 Millersburg, for your farm tire needs.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
MEB Systems, the area's flat roof specialist. MEB Systems also offers retrofit solutions for low-slope metal roofs. MEB Systems counts it as a privilege to serve our community and beyond with the highest level of customer service and top-notch workmanship. Let them not only learn your business, but also your trust. When it comes to your roof, trust your local experts who believe if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at mbsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Premier Pharmacy has more ways to serve you. I'm Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm happy to announce that our newest location in Sugar Creek is open and accepting new patients. Our location in downtown Sugar Creek accepts most major insurances and offers the same great service you've come to expect in our Berlin and Millersburg locations, including delivery and vaccination services. Give us a call today at 330-852-5146 and start experiencing the Premier Pharmacy difference. Premier Pharmacy is your local hometown independent pharmacy.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It is halftime in girls high school soccer. The battle of Holmes counties from Hiland is Hiland 2 and West Holmes 2, as we're knotted up at 2 apiece here at the half. And for Hiland, they got the first goal of the game with 35:46 to play in the first half. A goal by Italy Mullet, with her 8th goal of the year, gave Hiland an early 1-0 lead. Then Charlie Murphy answered for West Holmes with 27:40 to play in the first half. Her 41st goal of the year, of course, leads West Holmes in scoring, and that would tie it up at 1 apiece. Then a goal. After that, it looked like it was maybe an own goal for Hiland after a corner kick by Chanel Kellogg. And that would have been Zoe Miller. Zoe Miller looked like she was the closest player to that ball, but it looked like it was probably an own goal on that play, and it was knocked in the net with 16:54 to play in the first half. That gave Hiland a 2-1 lead, again off that corner kick by Chanel Kellogg. And for Kellogg, in that, for her, would be her 7th assist of the year. But then Hiland answered. It was a direct kick by Cody Murphy. She kicked it right at the net, knocked away by goalkeeper Caitlin Klink, but she couldn't corral it. Ricocheted to Charlie Murphy, and Murphy, she did the rest, so she would knock it into the net. And Hiland with 2 shots a goal and finally cashed in by Charlie Murphy, her 2nd goal of the game. Her 41st of the year, came with 3:59 to play in the first half, and we're tied up at 2 apiece here at halftime. For the first half, Hiland had 9 shots on goal. They had 6 on net. For West Holmes, 4 shots on goal and 4 on net in the first half. And 3 keeper saves for West Holmes, 2 for Hiland. 2 direct kicks for West Holmes, 1 for Hiland. Each team had 1 indirect kick in the first half. While Hiland had 4 corner kicks, West Holmes had none. West Holmes had 5 goal kicks. No goal kicks by Hiland by comparison in the first half. Halftime score, it is West Holmes 2 and Hiland 2. Back with the second half after this on WKLM.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service continues to offer the convenience of two great locations on US 62 in Winesburg and on County Road 201 in Berlin. The Winesburg shop will take care of heavy-duty truck and fleet customers from 7 a.m. to midnight, while the Berlin facility will repair auto and light trucks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them in Winesburg at 330-359-5421 or in Berlin at 330-674-6970. That's Beachy's Auto, Diesel, and Tire Service in Winesburg and Berlin.
Attention Knights Nation, this is Noah Clark with Clark Fowler Electric. As a proud sponsor of West Holmes sports from T-ball all the way through high school, Clark Fowler Electric Motors and Supplies is on top of the game. With almost 3 decades as the area's leading provider in parts, repairs, and service, Clark Fowler is a team that you can count on. If you've had a breakdown, we'll get you back up and running and get you back into the game. Visit ClarkFowlerElectric.com for more details and information and all your electric motor needs. Go Knights!
At Pomerene Hospital, you're not just a number, you're their neighbor. From family care and women's health to more than 1,400 surgeries they perform each year. Pomerene brings reliable local health care to patients across Holmes, Tuscarawas, and Ashland counties. Whether it's a routine checkup or help manage any chronic condition, there's a Pomerene provider nearby. Visit PomereneHospital.org to get in, get seen, and get the care you deserve. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
All ready for the start of the second half. Matt Croy alongside with you. Girls high school soccer from Hiland tied up at 2 apiece, but a good one so far as expected between these two teams. As we saw last year, of course, there was a tie game last year at 1 apiece, and now a 2-2 game so far in this one as we begin the second half of action from Hiland. And so far, so good with on the weather. It's kind of held off here so far in this game after a rain throughout the day. Here's a kick by West Holmes going right to left offensively in the second half by Charlie Murphy. And it goes bouncing wide right on the long kick by her outside of the box across the goal line. So for West Holmes, their 5th shot on goal tonight. This will be a goal kick, though, for Hiland. This is their first goal kick of the night. Sent away on the kick. Goes bouncing now to the far side. Bounces near that right wing. Here's the kick back to the far side. Goes bouncing across that touch. Will be a throw in for West Holmes. Again, going from right to left in the second half is West Holmes. Short throw goes to Hawkins. Chased down by Cody Murphy. Murphy's pass goes behind her to Sierra Allison. Sliding kick kept in play at midfield. Intercepted by Kellogg. And they are going to say it's going to be across the touch. Back from that spot about midway into the defensive end for Hiland, they'll have the throw. Short throw knocked down. Sails high in the air. Pop 5 midfield, takes the bounce. Goes off Allison across that touch. And it will be a throw in. Hiland will have the throw at midfield. Claire Mullet down the far sideline on that throw. Hawks will have it on that far end toward that far side corner. Here's the cross inside the box. Header out of there. Chased down. And battling for that ball. They'll get to it. Here's Italy Mullet with that ball. Knocked away, however. Now West Holmes has it inside the circle. Goes to Cody Murphy. Murphy's pass finds Charlie Murphy. Murphy had it. Now here's the steal by Hiland. On that kick, off the steal by Chloe Mullet. West Holmes has it back to Becca Miller. Miller's centering pass intercepted by Chloe Mullet off the foot of Catherine Castor. Sent away on the kick back near midfield. Hawkins will get in front of that ball. Sydney Hawkins had it now, taken away by Minka Mullet. She'll roll it across midfield. Chased down by Breslin Brown defensively. And it'll go off of her foot and across the touch. Throw in for Hiland. Just into the second half, tied at 2. The throw now by Finley Hostetler. Gets it over to Allie Mullet. Mullet had it, works it now high on the right side. Her pass down to Chanel Kellogg. Kellogg's hit inside the box. Finds her teammate, knocked away, goes across the goal line, tried to find Italy Mullet. She did so. Off her foot and across the goal line. Nice opportunity, Kellogg to Italy Mullet. But couldn't keep it in play, and it'll be a goal kick for West Holmes, their 6th of the night. Brianna Poventude has this kick. Tied at 2 with 37 minutes to play. Poventude knocks it away. Sails it over the head of Sydney Hawkins. Knocked down by Minka Mullet off the foot now on the kick for Highlands' Zulika Guzman. He now finds Italy Mullet offensively. Mullet works around one defender. Backs it up, rolls the pass now high on the right side. Goes to Allie Mullet. Mullet past one defender inside the box. And gets around Poventude. Poventude steps in front of that ball. She'll finally knock it across the goal line. Good recovery by Poventude defensively as Allie Mullet applied that pressure. And then finally will result in a corner kick for Hiland, their 5th corner kick tonight. Of course, one of those corner kicks resulted in a goal for Hiland in that first half. Italy Mullet will have this kick. Lines it up with the left foot. Sails it up in the air near the top of the box. Here's a header by Ogie. Gets it out of there for West Holmes. Controls it now. Knocks it across midfield. Near sideline. Going after it. Here's Finley Hostetler for Highland. She'll allow it to go across the touch, though. Now it'll be a throw in for Hostetler for Highland. Short throw goes midfield. Knocked down by Allie Mullet off the foot of Becca Miller. Miller battles for that ball. Now to Lily Brown. Now to Charlie Murphy near midfield. Murphy turns around on the kick back to Cody Murphy. And she'll find Catherine Castor back to Charlie Murphy. She'll race after it near the left wing. Murphy inside the box. Backs it up. Round one defender. Her shot near the net going to be knocked away. Batted away in the diving grab by goalkeeper Caitlin Klink. The shot on goal by Charlie Murphy. Klink with the keeper save. That's her 3rd. After the 6th shot on goal tonight by West Holmes, their 5th on net. Good job by Klink. They'll keep this game tied at 2. Rolls near the circle. That pass by Sydney Hawkins goes far side. Castor can't keep the ball in play. A throw in now for Highland. Claire Mullet will now throw it in. Rolls it down the far side. Being knocked across that touchline. They'll be off of Lily Brown. And now Highland's going to have it midway into their offensive end. It'll be a indirect kick for Highland after the handball. Bounces it inside the box. Near the goal line, goes bouncing across the goal line. And that'll be off of West Holmes. So now Chanel Kellogg's going to have this corner kick, the 6th corner kick tonight for Highland. Kellogg lines it up, 34 minutes to play. Second half, we're tied up at 2. Lobs it, takes a bounce near the goal line, knocked up there by Cody Murphy. Off of Muslim Brown to Murphy, battling for that ball, knocked out of there on the kick by Kellogg, and finally sent away by Cody Murphy, back near midfield. Intercepted by Chloe Mullet, goes far side on the kick. Finds Italy Mullet. Stolen away, however, on the kick by Allison. Knocked down by Chloe Mullet. Her pass going to be stepped in front of by Lily Brown. Brown has it for West Holmes. Bounces away now, corralled by Italy Mullet. Mullet lobs it near the top of the box. Header by Brown. Cut off by Poventude. Rolls her pass near side. Down to Becca Miller. Miller works it against Finley Hostetler. Her kick going to be stolen away by Gabby Mullet. Goes high on the right side with the pass now. Back to Allie Mullet. Mullet's pass inside the box. She'll find Kellogg near the goal line. Can't quite turn the corner. Finally goes rolling across the goal line. But that is going to be off of who? Highland thought it was off of West Holmes, but the official says the other direction. Then we're going to say it's off of Kellogg. And it will not be a corner kick. So West Holmes going to get the benefit of that call, and this will be their 7th goal kick tonight, their 2nd of the second half. Tied at 2, 32-40 to play in the second half. Matt Croy alongside with you. This game being video live streamed on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. Jacob Henning producing tonight's live stream coverage. Working the camera, Owen Garabrandt. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. Donnie Norris, Haley Yoder back at the studio. Ball played out to the far side. Claire Mullet with that pass. Cut off by Allison. Knocks it the other way, back inside the circle. Chloe Mullet now steps in front of the ball to Zoe Miller. Miller tries to control it. Backs it up on the kick back inside the circle. Chased down now by the Lady Hawks, and Zulika Guzman knocked away. Lobbed up in the air, and that ball takes a bounce to the far sideline. Here's Allison who gets to that ball for West Holmes. Stolen away by Italy Mullet. She'll have it offensively on the left wing. Mullet walks near the goal line. Inside the box, double team. She'll control it. Still, the kick and goes wide right. Trying to go for a shot on goal, but gets it wide right and across the goal line. 10th shot on goal for Hiland tonight. That one was not on net, but it'll be a goal kick for West Holmes. This will be their 8th. Povitude has this kick. 31-15 and counting. Second half tied up at 2 apiece. Here is the kick. Low bouncing kick. Knocked down. Chased down by Kellogg. Kicked by Italy Mullet. Long kick. Bounced down and corralled by Landry Krosky. Went for the long shot. She had some daylight. They went after it. That bounced off the turf, and it'll be knocked down and corralled by Krosky on the keeper save. Dangerous place, especially on the wet night like this tonight, but Krosky corralled it. Now to the West Holmes offensive end. Here's Charlie Murphy. Her pass near the top of the box. Sliding kick inside the box. Here's the kick, going to be by Becca Miller into the hands of goalkeeper Caitlin Klink. So Becca Miller that time had a shot on goal for West Holmes, but Klink has her 4th keeper save tonight. She'll punt it away. Still tied at 2. Good keeper play on both sides. Ball ricochets on a bounce on the West Holmes offensive end. Header by Charlie Murphy near the top of the box. Stolen away by Mullen. That kick bounces it back to the far sideline. Going after it, Minka Mullet gets to that ball. Down to Italy Mullet. Pass goes behind her. Claire Mullet with that pass. Now back to Minka Mullet. Works it across the midfield for Hiland. Knocked down by Povitude. Back to her. And double team. Here's the steal by Cody Murphy. Murphy's kick. Pounds into the West Holmes offensive side. Going after it, Kendra Troyer defensively for Hiland. Back near the corner. Troyer takes her time. She'll work it upfield. Troyer now finally will send the low line and kick bouncing across the midfield line. Kellogg's pass goes to Minka Mullet. Mullet's pass into the offensive end. Giving chase after that ball. Inside the box. Allie Mullet gets to it. Mullet near the goal line. Pass one defender. Her shot going to be knocked down by Krosky. Finally knocked away high across the goal line. Krosky another goal. A keeper save for West Holmes. Her 5th tonight on the shot on goal by Allie Mullet. And that's going to be off of West Holmes on that deflection across the goal line. So another corner kick for Hiland. Hiland has now 7 corner kicks. Still no corner kicks by comparison for West Holmes tonight. Italy Mullet will have this corner kick. There's the whistle. Here's the kick. Sails it. Inside the box. Knocked down. Lobs in the air to Kellogg. Into the hands of a leaping Landry Krosky. Sent away on the kick, back inside the circle. Going after it was Kylie Turpin, knocked away. Goes sailing high in the air by Chloe Mullet into the Hiland offensive end. Chased down to the far sideline. Here's Sierra Allison. Allison shields it to the far sideline, goes finally across that touch. It'll be off of West Holmes, so Hiland's going to have this throw on their offensive end. 28 minutes to play. Second half tied up at 2 still. High lob in. Inside the box. It's going to be a header by Povitude to the far sideline. Bounce across that touch. It'll be a throw in again for Hiland. A little closer to that flag. Short throw. On the kick here, Sydney Hawkins. Goes to Charlie Murphy. Couldn't control it. She'll get back to it. Murphy. Near the sideline. Sydney Hawkins. Knocked away on the kick by Allison. Mousses it now across the touch. And Hiland's going to have a throw again about midway now into their offensive end. Claire Mullet lobs it. Knocked down, rolls near the goal line. Povitude allows it to roll across the goal line. It will now be a goal kick for West Holmes. This will be their 9th goal kick tonight. 1 goal kick by comparison. Just 1 for Hiland tonight. That came early in the second half. 27 minutes to play, tied up at 2. Povitude's pass goes near midfield to Cody Murphy. Ricochets across the midfield line from Hawkins. Chased down to the far side. Going after it, Kendra Troyer now. She'll keep it in play. And now they'll say it will be across that touch, I do believe. So throw in for West Holmes right at midfield. Short throw goes to Hawkins. And that goes across the touch. Tries to find Charlie Murphy. Can't do it. And Hiland will have this throw. Claire Mullet lines it up from the official. Here's the header by Allison. Bounces it and sending in the kick back to the far sideline. Kick by Charlie Murphy goes across that touch. And Hiland again is going to have the throw from about that same spot midway into their defensive end. The wind knocked down. Takes a bounce into the Hiland offensive end. Intercepted by Povitude. Going after it, Chanel Kellogg. Allison gets a foot on the ball. She'll knock it across the touch. And a throw in now for the Hawks. Claire Mullet will race after the ball. Lobs her pass left wing. Knocked high across the touchline off of West Holmes once again. But a little further now into the Hiland offensive end. Again, Claire Mullet with this throw. Lobs inside the box off the foot of Povitude. Knocked down left wing by Chanel Kellogg near the goal line. Kellogg backs it up. Hawkins gets the foot on that kick near the neck. Bounces it wide right and trying to find a connect that with the teammate. Couldn't quite do it. Allie Mullet going after that ball. She'll get back to it. Pass inside the box now. Back to her right wing. Rolls it inside the box. In traffic. Deflected away by Povitude. Takes a bounce. Italy Mullet going after that ball. Allison in front of her near the goal line. Now to Italy Mullet, sliding kick to Minka Mullet left wing, going after Charlie Murphy, and the whistle was blown. Player went down inside the box for Hiland, tripped up. I believe it was Italy Mullet. Then the whistle was blown. I believe we're going to have a penalty kick for Hiland. Tied at 2. Clock is stopped with 24:42 to play in this second half. And it will be a PK for Hiland for an opportunity to re-grab this lead. Italy Mullet's going to have the kick. Already has 1 goal tonight that came in the first goal of the game back in that first half. Landry Krosky. She'll have to try to guess which direction that Mullet's going to send this kick and see if she can get a save. Mullet trying to give her team the lead. Awaiting that whistle. There it is. Kick by Mullet. It's going to be to the right corner. She'll knock it in. Italy Mullet, her second goal tonight. Hiland does grab the lead on the PK. 3-2 Hiland, 24:42 to play, second half. This is girls high school soccer on WKLM.
The American Professional Truck Driving School by Buckeye Career Center offers hands-on CDL training and expert-led classroom instruction to prepare you for success. Already trained elsewhere? No problem. Complete testing on-site at U.S. America CDL Test Center by Buckeye Career Center. Register for training or to take your CDL test by calling today. Get the skills. Get certified. Get on the road with Buckeye Career Center.
Peak penalty kick gives Hiland a 3-2 lead, so they'll re-grab it now as they resume action into the second half. West Holmes has it on their offensive end. Kick by Becca Miller, going to be intercepted here. Hiland has the ball. Knocked down. Corral now the kick by Allison. And kick by Italy Mullet goes the other direction. Back into the Hiland offensive end. Here's Kellogg with it on the left side, knocked away. Bounces it to the middle portion of the field. Gabby Mullet gets to that ball. Her pass goes right side. Will be Poventude who will get to the ball for West Holmes. Works it defensively, rolls her pass, does Poventude across midfield. Intercepted, however, by Chloe Mullet. Back to Chanel Kellogg. And a Gabby Mullet. Mullet's pass goes right wing back to Kellogg on the right side. Kellogg near the goal line. Her kick deflected, goes deflected across the goal line. That'll be off of West Holmes. Went off of Breslin Brown, and it will be a corner kick for Hiland. This will be their 8th corner kick tonight. Still no corner kicks for West Holmes by comparison. This is the spot where Italy Millette will do the corner kicking. 23.5 to go in the second half. 3-2 lead for Hiland, and they now have a corner kick. Millett with that left foot starts at it. Sails it. Near the neck. That's going to be a header, however, by West Holmes right across that goal line as it went off of Taylor Clark. So she'll have to do the corner kick from the exact same spot again. So again, Italy Mullet with this corner kick. Sails it, takes a bounce now in front of the net, knocked away by Sydney Hawkins. Kept in play. Near the goal line, finally across the goal line. That is going to be off of Hiland, I do believe. So Lady Hawks can't quite keep it in play that time. It'll be a goal kick for West Holmes. Chanel Kellogg got a foot on that ball for Hiland. This will be the 10th goal kick tonight for West Holmes in their 5th of the second half. Ball bounces across the touch on the kick, and it's going to be right back to the Hiland with this throw-in. 3-2 Hiland, 22-13 and counting, second half. Claire Mullet lobs it in. Rolls it near the goal line. They'll try to keep it in play. Can't quite do it. Can't turn the corner. Kellogg going to be a goal kick again for West Holmes. McRoy alongside with you. Donnie Norris and Haley Yoder back at WKLM Sports Central here on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. We're also video live streaming tonight's contest on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. Jacob Heading is producing tonight's live stream coverage, and Owen Garabrandt working the camera. Go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio. They'll find the live stream coverage for tonight's girls high school soccer contest. Ball sent away on the kick. As it goes bouncing across that touch off of the Lady Hawks. West Holmes going to have this throw. See if we're going to get a substitution in here. Clock stop with 21:17 to play. Again, tournament soccer and volleyball. That'll all get started next week. We'll have the area coverage for you on WKLM, and of course, live streaming those area games. Here's the kick, takes a bounce. Finally across that touch as we got play resumed, and again, we're going to have another throw-in. Clock is rolling down the 21 minutes to play tonight in the second half, a 3-2 lead in favor of Hiland. Here's the throw knocked down. And the kick goes over to Kellogg, works at left wing. Near the top of the box, ball knocked away. Here's the steal, deflected on the kick by Poventude. Now to Catherine Castor. Grabbed by Italy Mullet. Mullet's kick goes wide left with a long kick. Went for that long shot, but it goes just a bit wide left as that ball was sent away from her just outside of the box. 12th goal kick for West Holmes tonight now. Brianna Poventude lines it up with, as we near the midway mark of the second half, a 3-2 Hiland advantage. Poventude's kick goes sailing near side, bounces it near midfield. Intercepted by Guzman near side, ricochets. Going after it. Kendra Troyer gets to that ball. Hoyer's kick, low bouncy kick near midfield, goes off the foot now of Kaylin Thomas. Ball deflected now across the touch. And it'll be off of West Holmes. Throw in for Hiland. Goes near that midfield line. into the offensive end. Little give and go near side. Goes a bit too strong in that pass by Chanel Kellogg, trying to lead her teammate, Gabby Mullet. Instead, across the touch, it'll be a throw in for West Holmes. Throw in goes over to Castor, stolen away. Here's Gabby Mullet. Mullet's pass to Minka Mullet. Mullet offensively in traffic, gets her pass off. Now to Italy Mullet on the left wing. Mullet has it stolen away, however. Corralled by Claire Mullet. Rolls it. Now to Minka Mullet. Mullet trying to get around one defender to the left wing. Back to Italy Mullet. She'll lob it up in the air inside the box. Takes a bounce wide left in across the goal line. Goal kick for West Holmes. This will be their 13th. Play certainly has been more to the Hiland offensive end throughout the night, despite the 2 goals for West Holmes. But Hiland does have that 3-2 lead. Here's Becca Miller. Miller on the defensive end, stolen away by Finley Hostetler initially. Now corralled by Gabby Mullet. Mullet works at right wing. Works it inside the box. Now Poventube will step in front of that ball. And tries to shield Gabby Mullet away from that ball. Finally rolls across the goal line. And it's going to be off of Gabby Mullet, they're going to say. So good job by Poventube. And this will be the 14th goal kick for West Holmes now tonight. 18 minutes to play. 3-2 lead for Hiland. Hiland came in at 7-6-1. West Holmes was at 6-7-2. Leah Zog checking in for West Holmes. Becca Miller will check out for the Lady Knights. Here's the kick by Poventube. Low lighting kick, sails it, knocked down by Minka Mullet. Down to Gabby Mullet. Right side on the pass. He gets it over to Caitlin Thomas. Backs it up. Thomas's pass. Cut off and stolen by Charlie Murphy. Murphy into the offensive end for West Holmes. Good anticipation that time on that steal by her. Her long kick goes sailing high and wide right. Goes bouncing across the goal line. Went for the long shot that time. He's still trying to work it in close, and there will be a goal kick for Hiland. This will be their second goal kick tonight. Chloe Mullen has the kick with 17 minutes to play. 3-2 Hiland. Low bouncing kick. Goes to the far side. Going after it, going to be knocked away from Allie Mullet across the touch by Poventube. It'll be a throw in for Hiland, though. Claire Mullet lobs it in. Rolls it toward that far side corner, trying to keep it in play. Hiland does so. Back on the left wing. Intercepted now on the kick by Turpin. Down to Cody Murphy. Murphy rolls her pass into the offensive side. Here's Leah Zog, who has it for West Holmes. Knocked away from her by Hiland and across that touch. Finley Hosted was the one who knocked it across the touchline. They say it went off of her. See what the call's going to be. They're going to say it is going to be a throw-in for West Holmes. Taylor Clark will throw it in. Short throw goes to Charlie Murphy. In traffic. Murphy near side of the field. Past the defender. Murphy with it against that double team on the left wing. She'll back it up. Murphy still with the ball. Her kick knocked down. Gets at it again. Murphy falls down. Knocked away by Finley Hostetler. And a late whistle going to call a foul. Murphy trying to put the pressure on. And they're going to call a trip that time. It'll be a direct kick for West Holmes. 15.5 to play. Second half, 3-2 lead for Hiland. Direct kick now for West Holmes. Of course, we've seen a direct kick and goal for Hiland tonight off a similar play. Charlie Murphy will have this direct kick. I should say, actually, it was for West Holmes in the first half when they got that goal off a direct kick by Cody Murphy that was ricocheted to Charlie Murphy, who knocked it in. Kick by Charlie. Corner of the net going to be knocked away and across the goal line. Deflected away inside the box by the Lady Hawks. So this will result in a corner kick for West Holmes, their first corner kick tonight. Cody Murphy's going to have this kick from the near side of the field. So corner kick for the Lady Knights with 14:40 to play. Kick by Cody Murphy. Inside the box, and it'll bounce to the opposite side of the field, high on the right. Knocked high in the air. That kick back near the goal line. Kerpen going after that ball. Bounces across the touch near the corner. We'll see, it's across the goal line, so it will be a goal kick for Hiland. This will be their third. 3-2, Hiland lead still. 14 minutes to play. Chloe Mullet now has this goal kick for the Lady Hawks. Low bouncy kick, going to be knocked down by Leah Zog. Corral on the kick for West Holmes. Taylor Clark with that kick. Intercepted by Chloe Mullet. Mullet knocks it out of there near that midfield circle. Intercepted by Allison. Rolls it near side Cody Murphy. Now stolen away by Zoe Miller. Now to Italy Mullet. Mullet will work it across midfield. She'll back it up. Back to her teammate. Back to Claire Mullet to Zoe Miller. Back to Claire Mullet to the far sideline. Goes off of Turpin across the touch. Now throw in by Claire Mullen. Quick throw downfield. Into the offensive end. The kick near the top of the box. Now rolls it right wing on the Hiland offensive end. Going after it and finally goes across that touch. Can't quite track it down. And West Holmes is going to have this throw. 13 minutes to play. 3-2 lead for Hiland. Short throw knocked down by Chanel Kellogg. To Allie Mullet, back to Kellogg. Kellogg past one defender. Going to be intercepted, goes near side with it. Off the foot of Zog, across that touch, throw in for Hiland. Here's Finley Hostetler. Short throw by Hostetler, knocked down. Goes to Kellogg. Kellogg's kick deflected across the goal line by Breslin Brown defensively, but it will be now a corner kick for Hiland. 10th corner kick tonight for the Lady Hawks. Italy Mullet has this kick with 12:20 to play, and Hiland has that 1-goal lead. Italy Mullet now with the kick. Sails it up in the air near the net. Deflected away by Krosky. Goes deflecting over the goalpost. Off of her hands. So she kept it out of the net. However, it'll be off of her, and it'll result in another corner kick from the same spot. That kick bounces it near the net, bounces out of there this time because it bounces to the opposite side of the field and finally across the touch. So nobody got a play on it that time. Not a shot opportunity. 11:35 and counting, second half, 3-2 Hiland. It'll be a throw in for Hiland near the corner. Lob inside the box, knocked down by Breslin Brown. Kept in play by Allison. She'll knock it out of there. Need to be tracked down by the Lady Hawks. That kick to Italy Mullet, now left wing. Works it near the corner. And finally knocked across that touch. I believe that'll be off of West Holmes. Thrown by Claire Mullet. Short throw knocked down by Allison. Across the touch for that same spot. Couple players going to check in here. Castor checking in. Geog in as well for West Holmes. 10.5 to play. 3-2 lead for Hiland. Hawks with it on their offensive end. That throw in traffic knocked high in the air on the kick by Povitu. Good sailing across the touch. That throw to the corner. Again knocked across the touchline. It'll be off of Hiland. So Sierra Allison will throw it in for West Holmes on their defensive end. See if we can get away from this spot here. Emily Ogie checking out. Brown back in. Throw in goes on the Hiland offensive end. They've got the steal. That shot goes wide left. The long shot again just outside of the box. For the Lady Hawks, it'll be a goal kick, though, for West Holmes. They're 15th tonight. Povitude has the kick. 9.5 to play. 3-2 lead for Hiland. Here's the kick. Low bouncing kick. Knocked down by Hawkins. Rolls it near the midfield circle. Deflected back into the Hiland offensive end. Here's Italy Mullet past one defender. Mullet on the left wing. Inside the box. Mullet with her pass. Goes to Kellogg. Her shot knocked away by Krosky. Here's the kick by Mullet. She'll find the right corner off the ricochet. And Hiland will get this goal. Italy Mullet off the ricochet gets the hat trick. Her third goal tonight. 4-2 lead for Hiland with 9:04 to play in the second half. This is girls high school soccer on WKLM.
EcoSeal Home Solutions has been serving all of Northeast and Central Ohio as the leader in foundation, waterproofing and repair, basement exit systems, and gravel delivery. Whether you're building a new home or your existing home foundation and basement is in need of some TLC, EcoSeal has the answer. For more information or to schedule a free estimate, call 330-893-SEAL. That's 330-893-7325.
Well, a great keeper save by Landry Krosky, but then it ricocheted back to Italy Mullet, and she knocked it in. A nice kick by her. Nice high kick down that upper right corner of the net in Italy Mullet. Now a hat trick tonight, her third goal. And a good night for her, to say the least. Now up to 10 goals on the year for Italy Mullet. Hiland, an all-important 2-goal lead, up 4-2. Obviously, 1-goal difference, never safe when you got Charlie Murphy on the other side. Not that 2 goals is safe either, but you certainly feel better about that now as we go into the final 8-14 and counting. West Holmes still trying to get an opportunity, but for West Holmes, they've had trouble getting it on the offensive end for them. And now a 4-2 lead for Hiland. Here's the kick, now left side. Italy Mullet now on the left wing on the attack again. Her pass inside the box. That shot by Allie Mullet, knocked down by Krosky again. And Krosky finally will pounce on top of that ball. Allie Mullet that time on the shot on goal. But the keeper saved by Krosky, her 8th tonight. I got Hiland with 20 shots on goal, and 13 of them on net. And they have, does Hiland, a 4-2 lead. 7.5 to play. Here's the steal. Breslin Brown had it initially, but stolen away. Hiland with it on their offensive end again, on the left side. Inside the box. That pass knocked away back to the far sideline. Claire Mullet works it. Kick by Italy Mullet, bounces it near the top of the box, deflected away, ricochets across the goal line. And it'll be a goal kick for West Holmes. 16th goal kick tonight, 6:45 to play. 4-2 Hiland advantage. Brianna Povitude with the kick. Sails it away. Takes a bounce. Goes near side with it. Here's Charlie Murphy. Lobs it down to Catherine Castor. Back to Murphy. Give and go offensively. Murphy backs it up near midfield. Gets a pass off back to Catherine Castor. Castor has it stolen. Back near midfield again. Hiland with the ball. Off the foot of Castor. Knocked away by Minka Mullet. Goes near side with it on the kick. Is Geog. Trying to avoid a handball. Finally goes off of her and across that touch. And it will be indeed a handball. An indirect kick for Hiland. Their third tonight. 6 minutes to play. 4-2 Hiland. They'll have this kick just into their offensive end. Kick by Chloe Mullet. Header by Turpin. Back to Chloe Mullet. Knocks it down. Lobs it middle of the field to Italy Mullet. Her header. Now corrals the left wing. Works it against Becca Miller. Italy Mullet inside the box. Dances around with it. Rolls it near the top of the box. Long kick goes sailing over the goalpost. On the kick by Becca Mullet, so it'll be a goal kick for West Holmes. Now up to 17 goal kicks tonight. Kicks it away by Povitude, takes a bounce. Lily Brown with that pass. Try to get it to Cody Murphy, knocked away. Here's Italy Mullet now has the ball for Hiland offensively. Mullet works it now high on the left. On that left wing. Mullet dances around with the ball. Knocked away across the touch by Becca Miller, but Hiland again will have this throw with 4:50 to go. They're going to say it's off of Hiland, actually. West Holmes will have this throw. Ball knocked away on the throw-in. Bounces it near the goal line. Cut off by Poventude. Rolls it far side. Here's Allison who has the ball. To Becca Miller. Back to Allison. Allison bounces it near the midfield line. Ricochets across the touch. Off of Hiland. West Holmes going to have this throw at midfield. Trailing by a pair of goals with 4:20 to go. West Holmes trying to find a way to get on their offensive end. Short throw. Goes to Brown. Knocked away from her. And again, it goes across the touch off of West Holmes now. So Hiland going to have this throw in. .356 to play. Here's the kick. Cut off now, the kick by West Holmes, and Allison works it over down to Catherine Castor. Intercepted by Zoe Miller. Miller's pass goes near side with the Chanel Kellogg. Near side of the kick by Turpin. Chased down, however, by Hiland. Hostedler's pass goes to Troyer. She'll lob it near sideline, goes across the touch. And that's going to be off of Chanel Kellogg. West Holmes going to have this throw. Here's Geog with it with 3:20 to play. Short pass goes to Turpin. Turpin's kick going to be cut off by Finley Hostetler. Down to Minka Mullen. Mullen's pass shoots it ahead down the near sideline. A bit too strong, goes rolling across the touch. 3 minutes to play. As Janae Geog going to have this throw. She'll back it up a little bit, a little further into her defensive end. Geog, short throw. Intercepted by Chanel Kellogg off the foot of Geog. Kick by Minka Mullen. Goes bouncing wide right. Deflected now across the goal line. And I believe that was deflected off of West Holmes. So it's going to be another corner kick for Hiland. This will be their 12th corner kick tonight. Now they're going to change the call, sounds like. So it's going to be a goal kick instead for West Holmes. Sent away a low grounding kick by Poventude. 2:15 and counting. Cut off by Italy Mullet. Mullet has it again on the Hiland offensive end. Works it left wing. Works it against now Sydney Hawkins. Italy Mullet dances around Hawkins. Mullet near the goal line. Still with it. She controls it. With 2 minutes to play. Double teamed and knocked away finally. As he's trying to play keep away there and finally knocked across that touchline on that far side. 4-2 lead for Hiland. Trying to hang on here with the final minute 45. Resulted in the tie last year, 1-1 over West Holmes between these two teams. It was tied at 2 tonight at halftime. But the second half has belonged to Hiland so far. It looked like they're trying to hold things off for a final minute and a half, and they'll get themselves a win on their home field. Near that corner, again, shielding the defender, trying to work that clock down, are the Lady Hawks. Near the flag. Finally across the touch with a minute 10 in counting. They're going to call that a corner kick.
1 minute remaining.
So now the 12th corner kick tonight for Hiland. Under a minute to go. But again, the ball remains on the Hiland offensive end, so obviously if you're Hiland, that's where you want it to be to finish things off. West Holmes has really had trouble kind of this final stretch of the second half, getting it on their offensive side of things to have a chance. Chanel Kellogg has this kick. He stopped it with 54 seconds to allow a substitution here as we get to the final part of the game. Here's the kick by Kellogg. Lobs it up in the air. Inside the box. Leaping header attempt knocked down. And sent away by Turpin. And they'll finally knock it across the touch. But again, West Holmes not able to get it in their direction, so After the kick by Cody Murphy across the touch will be another throw in. Actually, I say did go across the goal line. So another corner kick here for Hiland. Comes with 30 seconds. That kick goes sailing high in the air inside the box. Knocked down by Catherine Castor. That kick will find the left corner of that net. Another goal for Hiland. This time it was, I believe, Allie Mullet who got that goal. And it was number 9, Allie Mullet, knocked it in. 23 seconds to go, and Hiland will add on to their lead. This time, Allie Mullet with the goal. 5-2 lead for Hiland, and the Lady Hawks going to get themselves a victory. Hiland going for their third consecutive victory. Final 15 seconds. Here's Cody Murphy. 5-2 Hiland. Final 10 seconds now, the final 5 seconds here in the game. 3, 2, 1 in. That will do it. And Hiland wins it by the final margin of 5-2 tonight over West Holmes in the Battle of Holmes County. Hiland improves their record now to 8-6-1. They've won 3 straight. West Holmes drops to 6-8-2. They've now lost 3 games in a row. Again, the final of girls high school soccer in the Battle of Holmes County from Hiland. It was Hiland 5 and West Holmes 2. Back to wrap it up after this on WKLM.
Some call it overplanning. At Millersburg Electric, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Team up with Millersburg Electric and Generac today to schedule your free in-home consultation and a turnkey generator install. Call or visit millersburgelectric.com and be ready for the next power outage.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Soccer in the Battle of Holmes County from Hiland. Hiland gets the win by the final score of 5-2 over West Holmes. Take a look at the scoring for the contest. Hiland got the first goal of the game, and the goal by Italy Mullet came with 35:46 to play in the first half. Hiland took a 1-0 lead. Then it was Charlie Murphy with the goal with 27:40 to play in the first half, and Murphy would tie it up at 1 apiece. Then it'd be off a corner kick by Chanel Kellogg. It'd be an own goal, we believe, for Hiland. Zoe Miller looked like she was the closest player to it for Hiland, but own goal with 16:54 to play in the first half gave Hiland a 2-1 lead at that time, off the corner kick by Chanel Kellogg. And then and for Kellogg coming through for her, and Kellogg her 7th assist of the year. Then right back at it, Charlie Murphy off a corner kick by Cody Murphy, ricocheted back to Charlie. She knocked it in with 3:59 to play, her second goal of the game, her 42nd of the year. And it was tied up at 2 apiece between West Holmes and Hiland at the half. All Hiland, though, in the second half, as it was Italy Mullet who would score with 24:42 to go off a penalty kick. The PK for Italy Mullet would give Hiland a 3-2 lead. Then Italy Mullet again with the hat trick tonight with the goal with 9:04 to go. Her 10th goal of the year gave Hiland a 4-2 lead at that point. Then Allie Mullet would finish things off. Allie Mullet with 23 seconds to go. She would get a goal as well. And Hiland goes on to get the win. Allie Mullet, by the way, her 5th goal of the year. Hiland gets the win by the final score of 5-2. For Hiland on the night, they would finish up with 22 shots on goal overall. They would have 14 on net. Well, for West Holmes, they had 7 shots on goal, 6 of them on net. They had trouble really getting into the offensive end down that final stretch of the second half. For Hiland, 4 keeper saves. West Holmes had 8. 3 direct kicks for West Holmes, 1 for Hiland. Hiland had 3 indirect kicks, 1 for West Holmes. And a big difference here with Hiland having 13 corner kicks, just 1 by comparison for West Holmes. While West Holmes also would finish up with a total of 18 goal kicks, just 3 by comparison for Hiland. It gives you a sense of where the play was at, mainly on the Hiland offensive end. And, of course, Hiland gets the 5-2 win. With the win, Hiland improves the record down to 8-6-1. They won 3 in a row. They'll play again on Thursday, a game at Smithville. West Holmes with the loss drops to 6-8-2. They've lost 2 straight. They'll play next in a game on Thursday, a home game against Shelby. Of course, a reminder for Hiland in the tournament play next week in Girls Division 5 sectional. Hiland, the 2 seed, playing host to the 7 seed Ridgewood next Wednesday at 6 p.m. And for West Holmes in Division 4, West Holmes is the 6 seed. They'll be playing host to the 11 seed East Liverpool. That'll be also next Wednesday, October 15th at 6:30 for that contest. For us, our next soccer game for us on WKLM this Thursday, our final regular season game before we get tournament action underway next week. It'll be boys soccer, West Holmes at Lattaville. No video for that. It'll be on the radio, though, and the internet. Airtime will be about 5:40 for that. Game time is at 6 p.m. on Thursday night. And, of course, high school football on Friday with West Holmes and Ashland. That'll be live on FM 95.3 and Stream 1. It'll be delayed video for that right after the game. That all comes your way on Friday for high school football as well for this week. That'll wrap things up for us for high school soccer coverage and girls soccer action from Hiland tonight. We do want to thank our video live stream partners, Claxon Communications, Jacob Heading and Owen Garabrandt, allowing us to bring you this video live stream coverage for tonight, and also Michael Hammond and Haley Yoder back at the studio. Again, the final score in girls high school soccer in the Battle of Holmes County from Hiland. It was Hiland 5 and West Holmes 2. So long, everybody.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.